Buzzing bugs may be kind of annoying, but the vibrations they make could actually be a handy tool to protect crops. Many pest insects communicate using vibrations. It's called biotremology, and studies are underway at the Bioeconomy Science Institute to see if this communication could help protect crops. Our Changing World's Claire Concannon went along to the tomato growing greenhouse where the idea's been tested.
And I'm going to start just by taking a level. So I'm going to ask you what you had for breakfast.
Toast.
And what did you have on your toast?
Tomatoes.
What
Tomatoes
a surprise!
On toast for breakfast.
Well, that's good that you like tomatoes.
I do like tomatoes,
I
yes.
mean, that's key, right?
We grow tomatoes that we like to eat.
Could you introduce yourself for me?
My name's Pete Mundy, tomato grower in Christchurch.
And we are at your grow house and operation. Can you give me a quick tour?
I can give you a quick tour, yes. So we'll have a look in the pack house first of all.
Where it's busy. There's lots of forklifts beeping, and I could see some people hard at work when we walked in.
So we generally grow specialty type tomatoes, which are small, coloured, aiming for the packaged market. So everything we sell is a packaged tomato.
I can see them on a conveyor belt here. They look beautiful. They're like bright reds and kind of greeny red and yellow, and they're all that kind of cherry tomato size.
Yeah, all in the cherry tomato size. What we're seeing going up the grader at the moment is a combination of three colours going into two different punnets, a medley mix and a trio punnet, one of our main lines. It's a mix of three different varieties of tomatoes, and going up through a conveyor, through a washer, and then into a punneting machine. So this is weighing a set amount of fruit, which once each weigh head is full, it fills the punnets through a closer and onto a check weigher to check weights and into crates.
And yeah, the rest of the pack house is just full of crates of tomatoes ready to be sorted, presumably.
Ready to be packed, yeah. So the mixed punnets of colour, and then just the next pack line will be just straight red punnets of going into bee-kissed angels is our main line of a straight red angel type tomato. So, yeah.
And have these all been picked this morning?
These have been picked today, yep. Picked, packed and out. Once you leave, I'll go to market. That's why the truck is being loaded now.
Pete supplies Turners and Growers, T&G Limited. And from there, the tomatoes go mostly to foodstuffs, as well as some independent retailers. He grows the tomatoes hydroponically in a large glasshouse. And it's this that I'm most interested in seeing. It's here that the pest control trial using vibrations is underway.
So this glasshouse has 4 main varieties in, all of small tomatoes. So once again, the orange, the mocha, the brown looking, and red, and another type of red, the slightly bigger red. All been picked this morning, today, so not much colour showing.
Yeah, just the green ones remain.
Green ones remain, yep.
How big is this glass house?
This one is 1 hectare.
Right.
So about now, 20 starts when we first plant. It has 25,000 plants in. Then we allow a lateral to come away and double the heads as the summer comes on. So it's now got 50,000 heads in it, plants in it. You're allowed to try them if you want.
Oh, I would love to try one.
Go for it.
That is yum. They're so sweet.
Yeah, which is why we grow this sort of variety. We've always been interested in high quality, high flavour fruit. Right from when we first started growing, we've always looked for the high quality market. Probably grow what we like to eat, so which isn't necessarily a good thing for economic.
Just snacking on your own product. Yeah. And what variety is this?
This is a variety called Jewel, from a family from Syngenta seeds, which It's just an evolving line from Angel, the first one, hence the name Angels under our marketing. Angels, Sweetel, Jewel, Funtel, so it continues.
What are the pests that you get that kind of disrupt what you're trying to do here?
By far our biggest problem is whitefly. There can be some psyllid as well, but whitefly is by far the number one pest that we're battling all year.
And what impact does that have on the plants?
Under high pressure, the larva or instar stages are sucking the sap from the plant, so it can have quite an impact, and also they cause the fruit to be dirty with their excrement, growing sooty mould, so the leaves can go mouldy and the mould can grow on the fruit under really high pressure. Hopefully we don't get that bad.
Right. And at the moment, you're currently involved in the trial with the Bioeconomy Science Institute, who are looking at this vibration biotremology to try and shoo the whitefly away. But aside from that trial, what kind of things do you use to keep control of them in here?
This season we started with integrated pest management, so using 2 different insects to try and control the whitefly, a little parasitic wasp and lacewing, and then as the pressure comes on, as the summer comes on and the temperatures rise, the whitefly life cycle gets a bit too fast and we can't control it with the integrated pest management, so we do have to turn to a chemical regime to try and keep on top of them, because we can't afford to let them get too bad.
I'm visiting during a sunny day in December. The distribution of the fly is patchy in the glasshouse, but they're in very high numbers on some of the plants. Pete brings me down one of the rows to show me.
That is whitefly. That's the adult stage after they've hatched out.
Right, yeah. So you've turned over one of the tomato leaves and there's quite a few on it. And so it's not the adult stage so much that you're worried about, it's that larval stage.
The larval stage is what damages the plants, but of course what we're trying to do is stop the adults being able to lay eggs to produce more larvae. So yeah, they can be very high pressure at times. Literally thousands per leaf.
Can you see their eggs, or are the eggs too small?
The eggs are very small. The eggs are tiny little black things. The eggs tend to be up high, and then they're hatching, as you come down the plant leaf-wise.
Oh, that's interesting. Then you kind of have a life cycle.
Yeah,
as you move down the
you've
plant.
got a whole life of whitefly on the plant, from an egg at the top to a hatching adult at the lower leaves.
And now that you've touched it, it smells divine in here.
Yeah,
that
it's
lovely
very
tomato smell.
Very tomatoey smell, yep.
As Pete and I chat, every now and again there's a faint buzzing sound that moves down the glasshouse. This is the vibration trial, identified by Japanese researchers that in a small greenhouse setting seem to put the whitefly off laying their eggs. Dr. Rachel Horner of the Bioeconomy Science Institute is also amongst the tomato plants. She's busy with the very tedious job of counting the tiny whitefly eggs.
We've broken down the glasshouse into different areas of control and treatment. So some areas of the glasshouse have mini shakers, which are sending out the signal that we want down the trusses where the tomatoes are growing up. And then some areas have no treatment, so they don't have any mini shakers. And then what we do is we do a series of repeated sampling. So at 3 points along the treated area, we would take a sample of leaves and then look at the leaves and see how many whitefly eggs are on those leaves.
And what kind of range of numbers are we talking?
Oh, it ranges wildly. So some leaves have no eggs, and then some leaves you might get over 300 eggs on just one small leaf. So yeah, and that varies again wildly in the glasshouse, like spatially and temporally, where the whitefly are, and it changes. And obviously then we have our controls and treatments in amongst that sort of natural variation over time and space. So yeah, teasing out the effects and things and doing the right sort of statistics to understand what's happening with the mini shakers is quite challenging, but
Yeah, but I can see now why you would need all those replicates and to do it every week. And how long is the trial going for?
so we set it up in October and then we'll finish up this week. And then we're going to try some new different signal types. So we've just been trying for this block of time with the 300 hertz signal, and then we're going to test some other signals to see whether they maybe disrupt the whitefly better than this tone that we've been testing. So
The research trial is being supported by Tomatoes New Zealand and Vegetables New Zealand Incorporated. But it's thanks to Pete that they have somewhere to try it out. I ask him why he decided to get involved.
I guess our whole growing career we've been prepared to trial varieties and different things, and it's no harm for us to provide an opportunity for the testing of different products and things. So no, always happy to let guys use the house if they can use it for something, and it's kind of interest to us. So
And practically, what does it mean for you and the team?
funny noises. There's some funny noises, but not enough to offend anyone. But at the moment, doesn't really have any impact on us. We just let the scientists do their little jobs on the side, and we work around them and let them do all the counting and keeping on top of it. We think it just gives them an opportunity that maybe in 10, 20, 30 years' time it may be technology that actually is valuable for us, but it always has to start from somewhere.
That was Christchurch tomato grower Pete Mundy. You also heard from Dr. Rachel Horner of the Bioeconomy Science Institute. The trial's finished now, and they didn't find a big difference between the control and treatment areas, although there was a trend towards lower egg laying in the plots being treated. In the next trial, they plan to play the vibration signal more frequently to see if that makes a difference. That piece was from Our Changing World's Claire Concannon, and Claire dives deeper into biotremology in the latest episode of Our Changing World.